Okay, so today we're doing a leaky front transmission seal, what I thought, on a 2000 Dodge Grand Caravan. This one is the rare 3.0, but I think they all have the same transmission in them. But just to kind of give you a picture of what I've had to do, the airbox sits on top right here, those two bolts. So you take the airbox out and do this, and then there's a bottom hose. So I've removed all the airbox. There's one 10mm bolt right here for the other half of it that stays in the car. So this piece right here. So as you can see, I've removed all the airbox, and what you're left with is just the transmission lines. You can see I've taken them off right there, tied them out of the way. So there's the two. You can see those two little nozzles. Those are the transmission lines. And then I've also removed the speed sensor. It's right there. And it does take a 1-inch socket, or you can use channel locks. So this is the special Craftsman max access, but 1-inch socket does great. And this is the piece we're replacing. So just to kind of show you the new piece right here. So very common issue on these. Here's the gasket. The gasket, I thought, was underneath a plate that said the front plate. Show you on this new part here. So this sits down here. See, this is the new part. This is $200. That's where the seal goes, and then this sits in the car with where the two pink bolts pointing down. There's a 8mm bolt to. There is an 8mm bolt to remove the wire harness right there, and then the clip for the speed sensor, and then you get to this. So you can either replace the gasket, but this one was leaking from the solenoid body itself. If you just remove that plate, you will ruin this whole solenoid body, is what I learned. So that's why I'm posting this video. So you want to get on the top, and then there's three, as you can see, in 3 10mm bolts up on top of the solenoid body right there. So 1, 2, 3. To remove that and replace it, just be really careful. I sprayed all around the backside with brake cleaner, so you can see it's going to be as clean as it's going to get here. Let's turn on the light. So it's as clean as it's going to get back there. Yeah, it's still dirty, but what you want to clean it with is just some brake cleaner to make sure that, because the part's kind of tipped down like this, and you want to make sure that no dirt gets into the, because this goes into the valve body of the transmission. So you want to make sure it's really cleaned. I removed the plate because I thought there was a gasket behind there. So lesson learned. It was leaking anyway. I was trying to save some customers some money. I don't usually work on Chrysler products, but just really weird. So anyway, you remove those 3 bolts, replace it, put it all back together, and you're done. So any questions, feel free to post.